This video is intended purely to communicate information in accordance with the right of free speech.
Any advice given is a suggestion, and anyone seeking such advice should consult a competent professional.
All statements made in this video are my own honest opinion, and they do not represent any other person or body. As such, sharing matters covered in this video is in public interest.
Hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. I have stuff. You don't want to see what's beyond this frame. I'll take a picture of it, but it's this is definitely like curated image at the moment. But we can see the dog. Hello. Hey, Murphy. I don't know if I'll keep that chair there or put something else, but definitely there's going to be a dog spot. Okay, just finished watching. No, I didn't just finish it. I finished it like an hour ago. Savannah's Nueva Global video, and so I was inspired to get some content and react to it, and upload some of that content to the free anti-MLM folder. So if anyone else, if you want to start a YouTube channel, anti-MLM, now's the time. This is the sign you've been looking for. And yeah, this is fair use, fair dealing. This is I'm transforming the content because they don't have this. Nueva Global, they don't have me. And yeah, I got these videos from public Facebook accounts. Public Facebook account. These people are also public figures, big in anti-MLM. No. Well, kind of at the moment. They're pretty big on the anti-MLM stage at the moment. But they are big in MLM circles. Sarah Zalecki is Eric Worre's cousin. Yeah. And yeah, people know who she is. And her husband. And John Melton. Oh, let's have a look at John Melton had an interesting post. He keeps on going on about being a good human. Being a good human shouldn't be a business strategy, but it certainly does pay dividends if you just treat people well. Hashtag social equity. That's so interesting because while John has not outright stated that I've seen that he is a Trump supporter, he's very excited about RFK Jr.'s doctor. I was watching RFK get grilled by the committee, like by the Senate or whatever today, and I realized he's an arrogant butthole. Like he's a really arrogant. He thinks you can see him getting visibly angrier as he is asked to account for his department's decisions. Oh, I did a lot of washing and there's some leak in the hose that I forgot about. So the laundry is covered in water at the moment. That's my first load of washing. And I mowed a little bit. I mowed the yard. Cut the grass. Yeah, it's going to be good because it's only going to use up one battery and I've got 3. Anyway, RFK, arrogant. And he even said, people shouldn't be taking medical advice from me. He said that when he was being asked about his opinions on vaccines. I think the arrogance is evident because he took the job. He's a lawyer. He took the job. So he's an arrogant shit. And he has really tarnished the Kennedy name. I think I live near somebody who is practicing to be a drummer. It's 9:30. Who's practicing drumming at this time? Like, because I can really hear it. Anyway, John Melton. Yeah, I'm sure you do believe in social equity because equality and equity are not really exactly the same thing. But anyway, that's probably what he meant. He's not real smart, John Melton. I've seen him admit that he cheated his way through school. His mum did his homework for him, and then he did something sus after that. And then he became a network marketer, and that turned him into a good human, apparently, as MLMs are so off to do, you know? It's just like, yeah, keep telling on yourself, buddy. Anyway, I just think it's funny that he keeps on saying how he's a good human. He's not. He is a scumbag. And that's my opinion. And I'm allowed to have it. Okay. I think this is. I want to do a video that's not the longest. Oh, I've got a Courtney video. I'm gonna do that next. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this 13-minute Tony Zalecki one. Hey, Tony Zalecki. You know how you like made a big song and dance about how you don't care if people talk about you? Why'd you put so many copyright strikes out on people? And that's really serious. If you're lying when you have stated that somebody has violated your copyright, that's a legally binding thing. And if you're not telling the truth, then that's perjury. You know, just a thought. Are we playing with fire? Maybe. I don't care. I don't care. This company, from the ashes of Modere, is running on slop, bitches, sloop. Does it sound worse when an Australian says it? Slop. Just almost sounds like slut. Honestly, it's a bad name. And Nueva is a bad name. Very difficult to find your business anywhere on Facebook or whatever. So good luck. Yeah, but this is all my opinion. I'm transforming it with these words. And we'll see what Tony has to say here. Oh, he also said something about AI. No AI. I'm not going to cut his video. This is a video that he had on Facebook. I have a program where you can download Facebook videos, even in private groups. And yeah, so all his words, I'm not going to cut it. I might make it go a little bit faster. Yeah, no, I'm not taking him out of context. I'm not cutting and pasting or anything like that, like he claimed, you know?
Hey everybody, Tony Zalecki here, and holy smokes, over 10,000 people in Nueva on the free pre-enrollment right now.
Really? How many of those people were under Julie Anderson, who signed up for free and built a team and nearly went to number 1? Did you lose a few from then? She really made you guys look like cocks. 10,000 people signed up for free. I wonder how many people signed up just to get a look at what's happening. Like, really? You're gonna get it to sign up for free? You didn't want to put a little bit of skin in the game? And I am, like, blown away, but not surprised. I'm just, like, probably more, like, disgusted that the founders are building teams. Gross.
Less than 2 weeks, and we are catching fire. We are doing things that I've never seen in 30 years in this profession. So if you're coming onto the channel and if you're new.
What is that? What are they doing? They're doing things you haven't seen in 30 years? What does that mean? Hey, what are you doing? Can you just come and sit down, please? Oh, no, I don't want to press play on me. I want to press play on this.
Just drop new replayers, what's going on. And I really want to tell you a little bit of my story before I get started and talk about why this explosion has happened and why is it going so well. So
Is it? Is it going well? How about that? Yeah, I'd say you're getting a bit of bad press out there. I can explain why it's happening. Because John Melton wants to say a bunch of words that rhyme. I was left out, blessed out, crapped out. Like he does those things. He does the rule. He uses the rule of threes so many times. I was busted, dusted, and disgusted. That sort of thing. He said that he didn't want to join someone else's business. He didn't know them. He didn't know those owners. John, did you know the owners of Modere? Because they went bankrupt. Yeah, and you knew the owners. I know. Was it in private equity? I don't know, something like that. But it's like you knew who was running it. Come on now.
I've been in the space, gosh, now over 30 years, 3 different companies, and all 3 of those companies are out of business today.
Oh wow! Hang on. I thought Modere was kind of like briefly coming back to sell the last of their stock. You don't want to look at why? Why are those companies not in? Do you want to think about why? Minnie, what are you doing? Minnie, just sit down over here, please. Come on. She's crying for some reason. Just sit up here, please. Now, come on. Sit with Murphy. Come on. No, we're not going anywhere. I think she might want to go to bed. We slept in the bed. Oh my god. I haven't had a real bed since like before Christmas because I moved into the dining room where there was an air conditioner, and I finally got to sleep in a real bed last night, and it was lovely. It was lovely. Very nice. I lost some of the like poles that are supposed to go in the bed frame. So that was a bit like the slats of the bed are just sort of a little bit precariously sitting underneath the mattress, but it was nice. And I'm looking forward to going to bed again tonight. Well, because that's what humans do. All right. Let's see if he talks about why they were shut down.
For a million different reasons, right?
A million? I think one major reason. There's one big reason. You're a pyramid scheme. That's not why Modere shut down. They shut down because they didn't have any money. Also with these guys using Modere's comp plan, like Modere just closed, you dimwits. Like, why would you use that comp plan? Dumb.
And when we said yes to this over a month ago, we really felt like we had the right people, we had the right products, we had the right compensation.
I'm sorry, what? You had the right products. You didn't have fucking any products when you said yes to this a month ago. Not a fucking product. Yeah, you got some shitty products now that are like available outside of an MLM and slup. Yeah, okay. Well, like you're already reinventing your story a month later? I don't trust anybody who can't I don't trust MLMers, but
We had the right training systems, all the things that I'm going to talk about today. And not only did we hit on all those things, but there's a bunch of new things happening that you got to hear. So what I love about what's going on right now and what people are just saying, Tony, I just can't even believe this right now, is people want to.
I can't believe it. Absolutely. I can't believe you're selling this shit like it's something new. I can't believe it.
Fresh start with the right people. They want to be aligned with people that they can trust, they can learn from, they can lean on, they can get great advice from, they can get strategy from, and we have the best people aligning with us right now. Now understand that you're going to see Nueva and hear about Nueva all over the place.
Yeah, I have been. He's right about that. He's absolutely right about that. I have been hearing about it. And I'm going to keep talking about it because it's my right to do that. Because this is fair use or fair dealing in Australia.
Not just in North America, but worldwide. And it's been built by the field for the field. Built by network marketers for network marketers. Built by the online world for the online world, right? And the numbers don't lie. When you look at our
Numbers of what? You're brand new. The numbers don't lie. Are people earning money already? with your daily pay.
profession today, people say, well, it needed a reset. I go, of course it needed a reset. That's why we created Nueva. That's why we put this whole thing together, because we wanted to reset the profession. We wanted to raise a level of how we do things, from customer service to the online world, to products, both physical and digital, to leadership, to systems, right? To how we create story after story after story. We wanted the profession to reset, and we wanted to lead the charge.
You wanted the profession to reset, and this is what you're doing, the same as every other company. There's nothing new here. What the fuck are you talking about? There are other businesses or MLMs that have a zero joining fee. What else do you have? And if you're gonna say, oh, you never like D-rank, and Magic has that. You know, like there's nothing in MLM that's new. It is rinse and repeat.
So let's talk about what that means. And as you're coming on, let me know where you're watching from, where you're, tuning in from today. I'm
Australia.
in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and would love to know where you're tuning in from. But also, let's talk
Julie Joe, if you ever run into Tony, watch out his smile in the right light. That's going to blind you. It's very white.
about some of these science-backed products with real impact. Like, you have to understand, we're not playing small here at Nueva. Like, our flagship formulas, you're going to see.
Of what? Your flagship formulas? When did he do this? Okay, so this is from the 15th of May. She's a good-looking lady. Nueva Global. I think it's going to look still the same as what it was the other day. Ooh, no, actually, it's a little bit different. I wonder why the website's down. Let's have a look at this. What happened? Of course, they both worked at GoPro. Oh god. Sarah may be working with some really good filters. There's a closer picture of that. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I don't know what happened to. I don't know where we got, but there we are here because he said our recipe or whatever, like, is our product. What product, bro? HydroShot?
innovation, right? You're going to see exclusivities. You're going to see just clean products.
Exclusive. Hydra. Well, that's not what it is. HydroShot drink. HydroShot. It's 2 words. Okay. It's hydrogenated water. Sounds terrible. HydroShot. Although I think they're claiming this can help with like traumatic brain injuries, which is terrible. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard. Hydrogen drink bottle. No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's. Yeah, I gotta go to HydroShot. Is that it? Mm-mm. Hydrogen beverage. Okay, yeah, that looks terrible. Yeah, so exclusive? Where? Who? We don't know her.
That science, simplicity equals disruption, right? When you look at what we're doing with our product line, when you look at what we're doing in the digital world, right, with how we're rolling that out globally, when you look at what we've created, people get excited about that, because would you agree people are tired of broken comp plans?
Yeah, people are getting excited to crush you. Are they tired of broken comp plans? Because you were in Modere and the company is no longer operating. So was their comp plan broken or not? Because I would say if the company closed, it probably meant the comp plan also failed,
They're tired of lazy products. They're
Lazy products? Like a collagen?
tired of greedy owners.
Greedy owners. Ooh. So that's not you guys as the founders and that guy who kind of looks like he's 40 and 4 at the same time, like, oh, there's a Reddit, actually a subreddit, which is like 30 or 3, like, and it's like they both look like an old man and a child. And he talks about how education is bad. Hmm. Um and that he's had positions, he doesn't seem like he's not guilty, greedy, you know what I mean? And we know that everybody who is a founder definitely has that sort of like side of them where they will do anything to keep their money. John Melton, when Modere closed, he said, "Send me leaderboards. You need to show me how much money I can earn." So greedy. Interesting choice of words. Do you know what? I am going to make a prediction. This ends in tears. There's too many founders, too many people to please. It's going to end badly in lawsuits. Oh, what am I doing?
They're tired of leadership that's all about them, that wants to
Tired of leadership that's all about them. How can you say that with a straight face and be thinking about John Melton? He's the most self-obsessed man in network marketing. He thinks Audible was made to read to him, like, oh man. All just like total W's there, Tony.
just, talk about themselves and how amazing they are and pound on their chest every single day. Like, people are so tired of that today.
He's describing John Melton. Pound on his chest every day. Although, I did go looking for a John Melton video and he hasn't put any up at the moment. Trying to join the groups, but it was fun.
And one of the things we've created here already in just this short window is a home where people can say, man, this feels different. Wow, I feel seen. I'm being recognized. Wow, they're
Recognized. Yeah, you guys did see Julie Anderson climbing up the charts and then you went, oh no, not allowed.
they're letting me have my fingerprints on this right now as they're building this out, as they're
Dude, that would make me run. Your fingerprints are on this. So if it goes badly, is it your fault?
creating this incredible movement right now. And people get excited about that. People know that there's a place for them here. People get fired up to say, you know what? This is something special. And not only do I get to, be a part of it, but I get to bring as many people to the table right now as I possibly can bring to the table. And, when you create that kind of movement, you get people really shining at levels you never thought they could shine at before. So let's talk about the compensation, because we really figured out how we can reward both the builders, we can reward customers, we can reward sellers, but it's a plan that respects all sides of how we do business here. And you know what people love about that? They love that they can sell and make great percentages right off the bat.
Yeah, but how do you make the most money? Recruiting. Definitely recruiting. Because I can't see John being involved if recruiting wasn't the major draw card, because he thinks he's a dynamite recruiter. Maybe not so much these days, and he's been coasting, but yeah. If you want to see a compensation plan video, Erin covered it yesterday, I think. It's her latest live. Yeah, and basically they took Modere's plan, slapped their name on it, but also took away one, or there was something. What was it? But it basically was like a little bit of a loophole where um you could get, like, it is going to benefit the top, like, I can't remember what it is, but I was thinking at the time, oh, that's convenient for the top. I just can't remember exactly what it is. Go watch Erin's video.
Percentages that they go, hey, you know what? Wow, this is really impactful.
You don't have any products to sell yet, so how are people, like, what are they earning at the moment? Nothing, because there's no products. So, like, so disingenuous. You know, like this is all hype. All hype.
Wow, this is really going to help my family. Wow, this is really going to help me put money in my bank account, in my pocketbook immediately.
Yeah, that's your motivation. We know that.
Holy cow, this is really exciting. And we've set that pace for a long time, but we made it better here at Nueva. Why? Because again, we know compensation plans. We know how to
You know, one compensation plan for the last however long. I don't know how long they've been in my dare, but the other thing too is your other companies shut down. Been in 3 network marketing companies, they've all been shut down. So how do you know comp plans? Oh, were you looking to move companies before this? So maybe you've been pitched a couple of compensation plans? Totally possible.
create real ones, strong ones that reward exactly what I just talked about, ones that last, one that complement everybody based on the activity that they're doing.
Like, what are you trying to do here? It's like, we've got everything here. We've got a binary and a this and a blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, like, why so much hype? Just talk about what you do. You know, like, so much beating around the bush.
And people love that part. So you're going to see this where people can come in here and start making incredible pay right off the bat with some aggressive percentages. Then if they want to build out a team and build out a network and get other people to promote the brand with them, guess what? They're going to be able to do that and build a phenomenal team and use both sides of the plan with sellers and builders. And those are going to incorporate in a way that the profession's never seen before. We figured that out. You're going to see different bonuses. You're going to see different leadership matches.
That's
You're going
right.
to see
The bonuses were the ones that I think that were the big thing.
different things we put in for founders. You're going to see different things we put in for people that are here
Founders. And who's a founder? You and Sarah and John and Nadia.
early so that they can really feel like, wow, not only am I a part of this, wow, not only are my fingerprints all over this, but man, I'm getting things that, holy cow, I've never been a part of or been able to play into or offered, or if I do the work, I get this, and I have it here. Like, I'm in this group. And the answer to that is yes, you are. Because one of the things that we wanted to do from day one is to make sure you feel extremely included and not excluded, right? Because I think it's so important in this business. And I've been around companies before, leaders before, owners before, where they just made me feel so excluded from everything that they were doing. And I don't know if you ever.
So they're the bosses. It's their company. It's their financial stake. You're just a fucking contracted employee. You don't have any right to look at anything. Who the fuck are you to demand that? That's so bizarre. Like, Tony's got a bit of an ego as well, apparently. Oh, I'm so important. I wanted to be involved in, like, shareholders meetings. No, if you're a publicly traded company, you have to be upfront with your finances. So I don't think that they were. I don't think they are. I mean,
Felt like that way before, but it surely doesn't get you excited every day. It surely doesn't get you motivated every day. It surely doesn't get you, aligned with your purpose and what you want to do every single day. So let me ask you a question. What if you could be where you're included, where you have a voice, where you have your fingerprints on it, where you know exactly where you could be and exactly how fast you could go, and you would have this path to run on, and we would be helping you run as fast as you want to run. We would be encouraging you. We would be lifting you up. We would be moving you fast.
you are talking about what happens in every single fucking MLM. That's what they promise to do. We're different. Everything here is just like, we're gonna help you. This is the best opportunity. Blah, 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 blah. We've heard it all before, Tony.
Through everything. We would be giving you the opportunity to really excel at a level you've never excelled before in any other business. Well, to answer your question, we have that here.
That's a big thing to promise. Oh, you like fulfill all your goals here. So if they don't, what then? What then? Can they sue you? Because sounds like pretty definitive, like promises, like you'll get that here. But what if you don't? Can you, get your money back or something like that? Is there any guarantees? I bet there's not. I bet there's like, well, what did you do? Did you do everything we told you to do? Oh, oh, yeah, no, look at the way you're talking. You have like a scarcity mindset. That's why you failed. Give me more money and I'll train you how to not have a scarcity mindset. Hey, sounds like something they would say, but it's so grimy. It's so scummy. And, but it's being delivered in a way that's just like, oh, like, mm, uh, I don't know who Tony Zalecki is, like in his real life, but I don't like this side of him, or what he portrays on the internet anyway.
And when you hear about the thousands and thousands and thousands of stories that are going to come out of just the first 2 weeks and less than 2 weeks,
What are those stories going to say? We joined a new company. Full stop. The better story is coming out from Julie Anderson. Tricked you all into her being nearly at the top of the leaderboard. Yeah.
of what we created here, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Now you look at the timing, and you can't ignore the timing right now. Being first,
Yeah, because it's a new company, so you have to get in early. You know how you used to say, I don't know about him, but definitely would say, I imagine, now is the best time to join. Get in early. Now is the best time to join. I know John Melton will have said that. I can't recall a like specific moment, but even in the video that um he did the day before Modere closed, he said which was what I would do if I had to start over again. He said, like I just had somebody launching yesterday. You can still achieve great things at Modere, like blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
being early, being a part of something from the ground up, that's what it's all about. Like, here is the biggest advice I can give you. When people say, hey, where were you that first part of Nueva, that first month of
Wait,
Nueva?
here, where was Julie Anderson? Where was Erin? Where was Vanessa? On the internet, calling out your ass.
That first phase of Nueva. Hey, where were you when they launched this thing? When they just started doing this pre-launch? When they started kind of putting everything together? When they had to make a pivot because the last company they were with did them dirty and shut down on them and didn't pay anybody and just really made
Oh, they will never ever be able to accept that they didn't get their last pay. Understandable. I was hanging out for my last pay too. Yes, indeed, I was. Because I used to be part time and then I got a part time wage, but I'm living in a full time world at the moment. Yeah, but you know, very butthurt about that. But couldn't happen to nicer people, in my opinion.
them feel really, inadequate and like they weren't wanted, they weren't loved. I mean, where were you? And you want to say this. You want to say,
Where were you when Modere closed down? It's just like when JFK was shot. You'll remember where you were. Probs not A. I know where I was. I was packing up my house.
I was building in the pre-launch with them. I was around that community. I was around those leaders. I had my fingerprints all over this thing. I was one of the reasons we were putting the numbers on the board. That's the thing you want to be saying when people ask you 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, where were you in those early stages? Where were you in that pre-launch? Where were you? The answer is, I was there with them. I was building.
Oh, I was there. Calling them out. I was there with them. Calling them here. I'm calling them out. That's where I was. That's what I'm doing. I'm tired. Although I did sleep well, I went to bed quite late, and so I'm tired today. That's okay. I'm gonna go to bed after this. I had a shower in the ensuite, and I think the shower heads maybe need to be, like decalcified or whatever. They need like a wash.
building there at that moment. I was there before everybody else came. I was there before everyone was getting the big checks, before people were getting the daily pay.
Oh, everybody's there. Who's there is before the big checks. Because they're not happening yet. And the daily pay, is that happening? Maybe not.
Before people were getting all these amazing stories, I was there early. I was with them. That's the thing you want to say when we talk about timing, right? And then you look at a company, and that is built on purpose, not just profits. It's built on purpose for the right reasons.
For the right reason. What was the reason? What was that reason? Was it because you had to scramble after the company that you were with closed down, even though you were sort of half expecting it, but you just weren't sure when it was going to happen? But,
It's built on purpose to reset the profession. It's built on a way where
to reset the profession? What? It's getting absolutely.
you can be super proud that, wow, I'm a part of this thing. I'm growing with them. I'm having a time of my life. And after all the stuff,
Are you having the time of your life? Because I think that you might not be all the time anyway. Got to put it on for the cameras though.
stuff we have walked through, you know what people want today? People want authenticity. People want real alignment. People want real leadership. People want collaboration. People want excellence. People want to be, around extraordinary things. People are tired of just lazy products and mediocre, systems.
Why are you repeating yourself? And it's all vague. There's nothing specific happening here.
And, prices that are so overpriced at wholesale, and then they say mark it up at retail, put the profit in your pocket, and you're like, wow, at wholesale it's 20, 30, 40% overpriced. Like, all that is over, in my opinion, in this profession. And when you can really blaze a new trail, and you can really back it up with what I'm talking about today, and you can really create this home that thrives. And
it's a business, and it's not your business, not a home. It's not a home. You're in your home. Like, that is pure emotional manipulation because you're like, this is a home. We're a family. You have to stick with us.
And that gives people a sense of safety, security, and them knowing they made the best decision for them and their family. That's when you created, not only a company, but a movement and a brand that really shows itself and shows off literally all over the world.
Your brand is less than a month. Or maybe it's just gone a month. This is ridiculous.
And just catches steam and catches momentum and keeps building and building and building. And listen, there's going to be people that say we're crazy. There's going to be people that say that's never going to work. And there's going to be people that just, throw as much shade on us as possible.
I don't say that's crazy. I say that you're not doing anything new. This is all very tried and true MLM tactics. You're not reinventing the wheel. It is MLM. It's the basic MLM structure with a compensation plan that is based on MODES. What are we supposed to be saying? Oh my God, I can't believe all this business innovation they've done now. Oh, no, this is bullshit. This is the same thing in a different wrapper. And in the words of Aaron Bees, I could be meaner. I definitely could be meaner.
And that's okay too, because that's the world we live in.
Thanks. Is it okay to shade you, or are you going to get really sad? Are you going to get caught up in your feelings and issue some copyright strikes? Because that has happened. Not to me. Touch wood. Touch chipboard. Yeah. How interesting.
And we're okay with that. But numbers don't lie. And as we get over 10,000, and go into 12,000 and 15,000 and 20,000 and 30,000 people in the next 30, 60 days, and as you see this really lift off, you're
Yeah, keep just saying like, wow, numbers, more numbers, numbers, so big. Yeah, amazing, Tony.
going to see something that's never been done in this profession. And it's going to be something where people just go, wow, I'm so glad I was there, or wow, I wish I would have been there, or wow, now I got to attach my train, or whatever I'm doing to what they're doing because I can't miss this next phase of their growth. So as you can tell, we're really excited about what we're doing. We're really clear about what we're doing.
Yeah. Are you excited about people finding out? Even anti-MLM, he said it's a free promotion. So the copyright strikes. Interesting.
And this is an invitation for you today to say, you know what? Okay, tell me more. Okay, send me a link. Okay, tell me how I can get on the inside and get, an understanding of what this looks like and how I can be a part of it and how I can help you guys in everything that you're doing. But more importantly, how I can have a home that no one can ever take away from me and I can excel and have the time of my life working with.
You can't really make that promise that your company won't close down. I just wouldn't say that, especially because of where they've come from.
With amazing humans like all of you. So if that's you and the invitation is something you want to answer, just drop link, reach out to us, and we'll get you everything that you need so you can get in the inside, see what we're doing. And as we finish up this week, we got one of our biggest product launches tonight. That's going to be a breakthrough product. And when you hear about this product, it's one of those mind-blowing things that are going to happen again to you.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, but that's happening tonight at 7 p.m. Central. So if you want to be a part of that, just drop link and we can get you in the inside so you can see that before the world sees it as well. So have an amazing day and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.
Oh, that was weird. Right at the end that he did like a little like. All right. Tony's a lucky, everybody. Tony's a lucky. I think I had heard the name, but I didn't know who the heck Tony Zalecki was before like a month ago. Aaron had mentioned them, but I didn't know who he was. That was a nicer time. Anyway, Nueva. Eking out an existence with 10K, apparently. Like people aren't going to be looking to see what they're doing. I think it was silly, but hey, whoever can exploit it. Oh crap. I was thinking about something else. I can't remember what now. I was thinking about a dog running around for some reason with his tongue out. Anyway, time to get the fuck off the video. Thank you for being with me. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe if you're not already. If you could write me a comment and maybe even share my video, I would really love that. I'd love to grow my subscriber amount and get the word out more to people who may be susceptible to MLMs. I'm proud of my work that I do and I want to reach more people, I think that yeah, it's important work. I really do enjoy it. It's a whole lot of fun. Even though it can be pretty serious at times, But we have a laugh. We have a laugh. We have a laugh, don't we? Just yeah. So thank you if you are a returning viewer, and yeah, keep an eye out. I'm gonna go live at some point in time. I got to finish my Grady video, and what else? Brody. Oh, there's the Optavia live ones that I was going to cover too. And something else. What was it, Tish? Oh, the paparazzi. So the paparazzi PowerPoint. I'm going to get it working and just do a separate video just with the PowerPoint so you can see what it is. And I did that with the Moon 8 one too. Just because even though the paparazzi stream, very watchable, very fun, I just wanted to make sure that everything was working and it was a sort of quicker version of it. All right. I'm going to shut the fuck up and go to bed very soon. Thank you for being here. Goodbye now.